Hello and welcome to Hands of Necromancy. I'm not going to play I'm not going to play the full thing. Like, I'll probably do the tutorial and a little bit more. Probably, I'm going to try to keep this, 30 minutes, I think. You know, I picked this up a long time ago, and then I picked up Hands of Necromancy 2, but I haven't gotten around to playing either of them. I'm a big fan of the original Heretic and Hexen, and you know, I don't know, from what I saw from this, it reminds me, you know, a little bit of it. So I feel like, you know, it seems like the kind of game that would make a lot of sense for me to play. But I do realize that when it comes to first-person shooters, I'm not really good at them. What's the options? I mean, I don't want to say I'm terrible at them, but I'm not super great at them. Some of them I'm better at than others, and you know, sometimes just not so much. All right. That was unexpected.
New power spell.
Would like to be this and crack open thus. Yeah. All right.
New power spell.
And now I can walk on lava. All right. Coo.
New power spell.
And then I can be a wyvern. A wyvern. Coo. Alright, that's a tutorial. You are the Necromancer and something terrible is happening in your world. Creatures normally afraid of weaponry and sorcery have left their realm to invade the lands of humans, bringing much death and destruction. Somehow, these creatures seem much more organized than usual and in far greater numbers. You suspect something twisted is at play, so you decide to investigate. Setting out armed with your magical sword and your fireball staff, you see this situation as an opportunity to show the populace how powerful you are. With your weapons and your magic, you will never hide from a fight. You cross the countryside, finding nothing of particular interest until you hear screams from the other side of some ruins. So you enter. Ready your weapons, Necromancer. Yeah, now we know why I don't do, announcements at places. Could you imagine if I was at a Yeah.
I must seek them and destroy them.
I mean, but could you imagine if I was at a Taylor Swift concert and I was announcing that she's coming out? Hello, everybody. Taylor Swift is coming out to sing her song Friday. Today, on Saturday. No, today is Friday. So prepare for Taylor Swift in her song Friday. Thank you, Taylor Swift. So yeah, I don't think I could actually do it. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Let's go do some exploring. I like the music. It's nice and chill. I don't know, it's really nice. Hello, skellies. Oh no, those are zombies. Ooh, sword. What is he throwing at me? Stop throwing bones. I think it was bones. I'm gonna use my sword. So, despite, not being, you know, what I would consider super good at the classic first-person shooters, you know, like Doom and whatnot, the Doom-likes, boomer shooter, whatever you call them nowadays, I grew up playing Doom. I do like first-person shooters. You know, Blood was another one. Blood, Strife, Duke Nukem 3D. You know, I've played countless first-person shooters. They used to be my favorite genre, but I mean, eventually I kind of got tired of them, I guess. No, that's not true. I didn't get tired of them. I just felt like they became kind of stagnant. They just weren't really bringing anything new. It was like I was playing the same game every time with just slightly different graphics, and you know, that just was a disappointment, and I kind of stopped playing first-person shooters for a while. My skill set obviously declined, and you know, as time has gone by, you know, there's been more and more pretty entertaining first-person shooters. I still feel like the boomer shooter context, or the name, is kind of strange, because I guess when I think of boomers, I think of old people, and I'm not a boomer, man. I'm technically a millennial, I believe, based on my birth date. I don't really remember. I don't think that's important at all. Like, I just, it doesn't matter. But anyway, the point is, let's get some potions. The point is, I'm not that old, but I've been playing games for a really long time, and, you know, I like Heretic and Hexen, and I'm playing this where I shoot things, and I'm having an acceptable time thus far. It's likely going to be a good time. I don't know. I'm not, like, in the best headspace. I don't even know that it makes sense for me to make a video today. I usually try not to make videos on, like, the days that I have, like, I don't know, bad days, I guess. I guess on the days where I find it a little bit more noticeable that I'm suffering from the huge array of symptoms that go along with post-traumatic stress disorder and everything. And but then I find if I just kind of avoid doing the things that I want to do, like shooting gargoyles, you know, then I will find myself kind of alienating myself from the things that I want to do and enjoy. It's like a vicious cycle that it just doesn't make things worse, or it doesn't make things any better to constantly try to avoid all the things that typically are beneficial to me, or they work relatively well. You know, I just typically don't want to subject people to what I call, or refer to myself as, like, the sad panda. Which obviously doesn't make sense because I'm not a panda. But you get the point, you know, and it's just... Why can I not figure out how to get up here? Like, what is going on? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, that's actually been, like, one of the major reasons I've slowed down so much when it comes to content creation. Part of it is I wanted to work on my backlog, because I noticed that I have, you know, at this point, it's like 389, 387, something like that. It's a lot of games that are in my wishlisted category, meaning those are all games that at some point I had on my wish list. It was something that I said I wanted, and I either bought it or I got it for free, or whatever the case is. Actually, all the games in that category right now are ones that I purchased. But the point is, like, there's almost 400 games that I have that I've told myself that I want to play at some point, and I've just never gotten around to playing them, and it just kind of makes me feel as though I don't know, just been hoarding video games for some apocalyptic situation that may or may not ever appear. And I didn't want to continue with that. I wanted to actually start making some progress and playing, you know, playing some of the games I had. And so I was like, I'll take a little bit of time off and just kind of focus on that, and no video content, just play stuff for me. And that'll somehow be beneficial and whatnot. But I keep getting emails anyway. People keep, you know, even after removing my email, there are still people who found me and reached out and asked me to play their game and stuff. And I feel bad that I said no to quite a few people, because I couldn't. I wasn't in a good spot mentally. Like, today's another one of those days where it's like, I would consider myself not really not terrible, but not good either. Like, it just, PTSD is like a weird thing. It's hard to, you know, determine, like, when things are going to happen. You know, when are things going to be negative? You never really know. Like, I mean, there's this whole idea that everything is just tied to sounds and smells and all these other things, but it's not really the case. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it than just, you know, the things that trigger you. You have to deal with a lot of things where just, you know, the world feels like, you know, a terrible place. Everything feels kind of pointless. Life just takes like a back seat to like everything else, because it's just hard to concentrate on everything. You can't concentrate, you can't do a lot of stuff. It's straight up debilitating, to be completely honest. And you know, and so it's you know, I don't know, I was trying to like figure my life out, or figure things out, I guess. I didn't figure anything out. Congratulations to me. The only thing I had figured out, like, in the whole time that I was, like, taking a little bit of time off is, I really like playing video games. Like, they're, like, one of my favorite things to do. You know, I may not be necessarily good at, like, every game I play, and I know that is something that is very true. There is no, I may not. It is very much a absolutely true statement. But it's okay, because you know what? We play video games to have fun. I mean, some people play them because they get paid to write reviews and stuff. Or, you know, they are doing some QA. There's a lot of reasons people play games. I play them for fun and to share them with whatever audience I happen to have for the time being. It's also a really cool thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's very cool being, you know, somebody who plays games, knowing that people are going to show up and watch me play the games. And occasionally those same people will then go to the store page on Steam or wherever the game happens to be on sale and buy it. And it's like, wow, that's cool. I don't know, it makes me happy for the developers. You know, when people go and buy one of their games or whatever, or even just add it to the wish list. I just think, you know, it's really cool to kind of take part in that process, you know, and do that. And sometimes I don't like a game, and I will still try my best, but there are definitely times that I play a game and I just don't like it, and you know, I still try to do a good job of like just being nice about it, but it's not always easy. Like, I played a game earlier today that isn't this one, and I didn't like it. And I tried to not come across terribly on my video, but I don't know that I succeeded. Is this a friendly hand? Hand of Necromancy. I can revive one enemy. Interesting. Now this I am thoroughly enjoying thus far. But I'm a fan of, like, you know, like I said, Heretic and Hexen. And Strife. Let's see. Tornado spell! The tornado spell is kind of disappointing. Alright, I need to turn into a snake, which I can't do. You know, I don't care. Like, if I was really able to do magic, I don't care what kind of magic I could do. I don't care, you know, what kind of animals I can turn into, but I'm not turning into a snake. Even if, you know, like, there's a requirement. If it's like, in order for me to progress, I have to turn into a snake. I'm not doing it. Not in real life, anyway, just because I don't like snakes. They terrify me. Which is weird, though, because I'm not scared of spiders. And like spiders, if they bite you, you might die, depending on the allergies and other things. But, I guess it's because snakes are like, I don't know, like, they're so tiny, and yet they can still kill you, and it's just kind of, I think it's more of like how it happens. The snake bites you, it injects a bunch of little snakes into your body, and, you know, then they burst through you like the xenomorph, an alien. It's just a terrifying concept. Alright, well, I don't... The Berserker head. What does this do? Okay, that's not it. Maybe we'll revive this little dude. Hey, little buddy. And then drink a potion. Alright. Obviously, I'm missing something. But I don't see anything for me to, like... do. I can't fly over anything. I already went down here and we got the Berserker head or whatever. All these places that have 0 doors, that makes no sense whatsoever. Oh. Huh. Okay, alright. We got some fishes. I'm glad that my fireball works underwater. Just like real fire magic. I'll figure out where I'm going. I feel like, you know, like I did say 30 minutes, and I feel like the 30 minutes is not really going to be an adequate amount of time to really kind of show off what to expect. But I'm not going to do like the whole thing, because I don't really have 30 minutes of conversation lined up in my head. I don't even have 20 minutes of conversation. I was going to make pizza tonight, and I decided not to. Which was really kind of disappointing, because I went to the store with the purpose of, you know, buying one of those pizzas you throw in the oven. And, anyway, I just ultimately decided against it for no real solid reason. Oh yeah, now I remember. They didn't have one that I wanted. I thought about buying a pizza, like, from a pizza delivery place, but, I mean, everybody uses DoorDash, and DoorDash is so expensive, it's not really worth it. Yeah, there's the Domino's down the street, but I don't really like Domino's, except for, like, under very certain circumstances. Well, I feel like I'm in a really bad situation here. Well, maybe I'm better off than I thought. No, I am not. But we'll bring our little snake friend alive. He'll Wonderful. God, I suck, man. I feel like I need to just kind of say screw it and go through the water area. Where's my sword? There we are. I did play the new Call of Duty Black Ops for a little bit, like not much time because I didn't really get into it. I don't know, man. I used to really like the Call of Duties, Black Ops particularly, but I don't know. Like as I've gotten older, it just feels like they've put so much effort into, you know, making it primarily this multiplayer experience. Which I guess that's probably how it's always been. But I mean, like, aside from, you know, constantly just making it all about multiplayer, the story has kind of gone to, I don't know, the story has kind of gone downhill, I think, with every iteration. They're so focused on graphics and making everything look really, really nice, which, you know, is an odd thing to complain about a game looking good. But I mean, like, there's just the gameplay elements aren't very good. Everything looks good, but the AI is shoddy. It just, it isn't... I don't know. It's not fun for me anymore, so I don't really play it. I'm not even sure which dude I brought back to life. A snake. Not really the guy I wanted to bring back to life, but I guess it'll do. Alright. Go back and get this, Berserk head. Locked door. Yeah, little snake. Little snakes are bad with their whole, like, trying to poison me with snake juice. We got all the people in here, right? Alright. Kill them. If I can get in. I wonder if there's manual saves. I should probably check. That way, in case I die again. You won't be forced to kind of watch me go all the way backwards again. Let's see. Yeah, we'll name the save Fart. That way I know it was serious. Alright, and away we go into the water and see if we can find out where to go. It's not this one. It's somewhere around here. Yes. So I think I need to get whatever that is, but I believe there's a switch that I need to get. Of course I got shot. You guys are so mean to me, like, for no reason at all. Like, there's no reason for them to be like, we're gonna shoot you. And this just takes me back to a place that I don't want to be. Like, this isn't, I don't think it's, I don't know, unless, like, that switch actually did something that I don't know about. I feel like it just is kind of the same thing. So we'll just keep looking around and exploring and having ourselves a great time. Mostly great. Alright, these guys messed up my world last time, so try to do it a little bit better this time. Yeah, things are working out much better this time. Sometimes you just gotta be a little bit more careful, I guess. I think I know myself well enough to know that I don't know why it wouldn't let me just save it with enter, but I think I know myself well enough to know that there's a good chance that death is still around the corner somewhere, so.
New power spell.
Ooh, map scroll. Alright. Now I know what I need to do. Go back to the thing. Making some progress. I really hope one day we get like a... I guess a follow-up to Heretic and Hexen, and I know technically we have had some, but I don't know. I mean, I want like I want to follow up in the same way that we got one with you know, Doom. Although more Doom 2016 and less Doom Eternal, because Doom Eternal was, I feel like it was not very good. It was a big old disappointment. They made it too focused on doing the whole glory kill thing and then requiring yourself to be like, I guess, I don't know, you had to do glory kills and then you had to kill enemies with specific weaponry. It didn't feel very much like a proper Doom title, and it was disappointing, to be honest. Like, there's no other way to really say it. Like, Doom Eternal was just not really the kind of first-person shooter I had hoped it would be, and aside from the awesome soundtrack, it was just kind of really disappointing. But the most disappointing aspect was easily the DLC that came. Like, that final boss battle? Oh my gosh, what a load of garbage. It was easily one of the most disappointing fights in a first-person shooter ever. Like, ever. You know, being a, I'm assuming that's going to be for that one door, but considering I am a necromancer, I feel like it should be far more powerful. I mean, yeah, you know, part of it is the fact that I'm not really that great as a first-person shooter player. Like, I mean, maybe I need to drop it down from experience to, whatever the easiest mode was, but it could just leave, but I feel like that would be incorrect. Can't fly, so that's not gonna work. Right. I don't know, I feel like that door's gotta... A door has to have something. That one that I ran into before and I couldn't get into. Seriously? Huh. Well, color me disappointed. Yeah, alright. Well, guess we'll go through this. I suppose it's like a pretty good stopping point, just about, like in another minute. Yeah, so like I've decided that like in some of the videos that I'm going to do, like some of the games that I have, especially ones that were like ones that I wish listed, you know, those games that I wanted to play, so I just wanted to, I was going to play them for myself, but I figured, you know, might as well do a video that at least kind of shows like the introductory thoughts. You know, share that with the world, and you know, that's what I'm doing here. But the point is, I don't foresee really kind of like making videos for games like this one that are from my wish listed category on my library. I don't necessarily see myself, you know, doing a full gameplay video. That way I can just kind of focus on, you know, enjoying myself. Or not dying so much. One of those two things is the right answer. Or both of those things are the right answer. Or perhaps it wasn't just two things, and it was two things. Or three things. Or four. Maybe seven, even. Nah, it was only two. But I mean, like, who keeps track anyway? I'm really confused as, like, where we're going. I think it's because it has the hub-based systems similar to Strife. Definitely wish we had some more weapon variety at this point. I feel as though I need some additional things to do a little bit better of a job. And stay alive. Alright. I want to see where this goes before I stop the video. I can figure out how to swim. Fun fact, I learned how to swim by holding on to a watermelon, which was like a weird thing. I think it was like a Texas thing. But they would throw you in a pool with a watermelon that floated. And the goal was for you to not drown. And if you didn't drown, you were successful and everyone was happy. So, fun fact. So anyway, there we go. That's Hand of Necromancy? Hands of Necromancy. A short 30-minute look-ish. The link is in the description. I do encourage you to check this one out. It's a really fun first-person shooter so far. And that's it. Happy Friday.